Hey, this is Rog Approved, and welcome to another episode of Is It Playable? I'll be making a whole series on AAA games and upcoming games that I think everyone would like to see if it runs well on the ROG Ally. Today we'll be running Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I just managed to install it now. I've been downloading it for about 4 hours, and I'm gonna be running it. I have already installed the shaders, and I just did a custom just to check things out just before I show you guys. But basically, I've played less than 5 minutes, and most of this is new to me. So I'll show you guys how this thing runs. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna change the TDP to manual. Manual 25 watts. Everything is on max. Um, this game has high requirements, so yeah, we're not gonna beat around the bush. I switched off the FPS limiter, and also I'm running it at 900p, 60 hertz. I think for the mode I'm gonna run, I think the best would be to try run it at 720. I'll explain later why. Okay, so let's go into options and let's configure everything and see how it goes. Everything seems to be running smooth. Okay, I did a quick check of the gameplay. I ran it on medium settings, and it ran mostly okay. The frame rate was hovering at about 40 FPS. But now what I want to try and do is turn down a few of the settings to medium. Well, see, it looks like there's only low. But I think just to turn it down a little bit lower, because it was running well, but I would like it to run just a tad bit better. So that's why I'm changing the graphics slightly. I'm just tweaking it a little bit. Okay, so let's get ready to play this. I'm going to start this right from the beginning. I think it's better for me to show some of the videos so you guys can have a feel of exactly how it runs and you can have an authentic experience. Okay, so now I've finished saving everything, I've confirmed everything. I'm going to start the game from new. Okay, I'm going to skip that. I'm going to default, play on normal, active. So this will be probably a 15 or 20 minute run, showing you how the game performs on the ROG Ally. Well, it's starting off a lot better than last time. It was a little bit stuttery last time, but I think it's just when you install the shaders and the first time you run it, the game is a little bit, you know. There is quite a bit of recoil rumble in this game, so your ROG is going to make a lot of strange vibrations. So I think they do overdo it a bit. I'm not sure if there's a setting to switch it off, but maybe I suggest you switch off your vibration. It's very weak, and it's a bit distracting. Sometimes I feel like the system is crashing or something. It doesn't feel like it's part of the gameplay.
The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai, and has begun investigations into the matter.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a stutter there. A little bit of screen tearing and stuttering as well. But it looks like it's a rock solid 60 FPS, but let's wait for the gameplay. I must say this looks really good on this, the quality and everything looks fantastic. It looks awesome. But I am getting some jitters. So if you really want, maybe you can try it on low. I might make another video running on low settings. But I'm not sure if that'll solve the stuttering or not.
Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the...
It's dropped down to about 30 FPS now.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
I found another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see. Oh, over there. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress. You're right.
That soldier, armed with a buster suit, highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier.
I strongly recommend you run this 720p.
Back over
It
here.
is running a lot better. Not perfect, but definitely
The rescue
playable.
team has pulled people from the rubble.
It's actually incredible that you're running like a game like this on a handheld.
Get the camera off them. Come on. This way.
Targets have been secured. We are exfilling via helo now.
Move it. We're taking off. Hey, turn it off. The survivors are being taken away. I got you.
Just excuse me, I need to charge my rod. This thing is quite heavy on battery performance, so you're gonna
Could you look after my friend? Just for a bit.
you're gonna probably run it plugged in most of the time.
Fine. Aaron!
Yeah, the game's holding up very well. Okay, let's go, let's do this. Okay, I'll try to show you what you can't see on the screen, but on medium settings it's running pretty good, 40 frames per second. It looks really beautiful. This is glorious, guys. So if you have any doubts, I know it's a bit early, but I would say just get it. Don't worry about it not running and Windows requirements being slightly higher. This is running a lot better than a lot of AAA games, like a lot better than Final Fantasy 16, that's for sure. You know, it's no stutters at the moment. I think when you're in towns and things like that, it might be a bit hectic, or when the action gets hectic. But yeah, this looks like wow, it looks really good, guys. 45 frames per second, not the best, but it's a rogue ally, you know. I think it's really cool, this game. It's really, and it's really keeping up, guys. It's really buttery smooth. Doesn't feel lag. It's yeah, it's definitely a lot better, running a lot better than I thought. Wow, the graphics effects, the graphic effects are really good. I'm so happy, guys. I thought I was gonna waste money again because I've bought so many Square Enix games and they never work, you know. Final Fantasy 13-2 was so disappointing. I think Lightning Returns was running really well, but I think I bought in 2 or 3. You know, Strangers of Paradise and so many Final Fantasy games, and they always disappoint unless you're running really hardcore specs. So I'm pleasantly chuffed that I'm gonna have a really good experience playing on the go. And I think this looks a lot better than probably what the Steam Deck can do, because this is on medium, you know. So I don't think the Steam Deck can run this on medium. So you're definitely getting a premium handheld experience.
Messed up. All of it. But I'm back now, Eric. I'm back.
I'm gonna try see if I can make this run on 120 Hz and see if it helps. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the game.
All right then. Seeing as we've got the time, want to tell the rest of us about you and your buddy Sephiroth?
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's cool.
It all started
And make sure
out-
you switch off your FPS limiter.
at the time.
It's very. I think it improved the performance a lot, and the stuttering went down a lot. So when I turned off the limiter, that did also help performance.
Lifetime. A mission with Sephiroth. I couldn't believe my luck. It's really coming down, huh? Hey man, feeling any better?
The ROG is a bit toasty, but running at about 90 degrees.
Sure don't look it.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Emotions. Sorry, man.
CPU usage is decent, not
Ready
taxing
to do this?
too much. The GPU, on the other hand, is getting worked over. This is a golden age in gaming if we can get Final Fantasy running on a handheld this good, you know.
Rein it in.
Sorry. Hell can do.
Kids.
If only they can do this with Jedi Fallen Order and Final Fantasy
I'd like to
16.
be briefed on the mission at some point.
I mean Survivor,
Does it
Jedi
take another
Survivor,
one of
not
those Turks
Jedi
gigs?
Survivor.
You can let me off right here.
Really?
Finally May 1st, and what do? Call a ceasefire with Wu-Tai. Stealing my shot at glory. I didn't join Soldier to be an errand boy. I joined up so I could be a hero, like you.
Well, our mission is to survey a rundown reactor. Another one of those Turks gigs.
Fine. Job's a job, I guess. Where is it?
Nibelheim.
Nibelheim? That's where I grew up.
Got some fiends in our 12!
Let's go.
Okay, so it is a bit blurry and there's a bit of ghosting, and like the hair textures and stuff is kind of blurry and stuff. Then it kind of gets better, but yeah, I don't think you're gonna notice too much, and there is a little bit of stuttering here and there. But the frame rate is holding steady, you know, and most of the time you're gonna get over 30 FPS, and that's all you need, you know. And yeah.
Nibelheim. That's where they built the first reactor. Right?
Yeah. It all started in the fall. Something was wrong with the reactor, and the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared, desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shinra.
I'm gonna finish up the video at the Nibelheim town so that you guys can see how it runs in the towns, you know, to see if how bad the frame rates are gonna be. So you guys can at least see, because apparently the towns are quite densely packed, and that's kind of where you're gonna see the biggest frame rate drops, you know, because apparently on the Steam Deck they were getting about 25 FPS. So we're in the town now, so they're looking slightly better, not much better, about 4-5 FPS better. But remember, we are running on medium and not low settings.
How does it feel? I have no home, so I wouldn't know.
You still got parents, though, right?
Okay, another thing is, I don't know if this is an issue with my ROG,
She died
but when my
shortly
ROG
after
gets
I was
too
born.
hot, it stops charging.
My father.
So
Like from the
when you
city
run, I'm running it on max settings,
I'm getting you now.
and when my ROG starts to overheat, once it goes over 90 something degrees, it automatically stops charging. So
Why am I
that's a
talking
bit
about this?
disappointing, but
Come on.
I'm sure I can tweak the settings to stop that from happening.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here.
So you'll have to let your ROG
I
cool
wanted to
off.
greet you myself.
So basically, what I'm saying is fully charge your ROG,
Please, if you'll follow me.
and let's say after an hour or so, your ROG will probably overheat and it'll stop charging.
Consider yourself off duty till sundown.
So yeah, the temperatures have gone down drastically, so yeah, it's definitely in recovery mode. It does this for a few games like Tekken. I have this issue. Very few games though. It's only Tekken and this game and Final Fantasy 16. But yeah, as you can see in the towns, you're gonna get about the same as the ROG. About 28, 23, 24 FPS. Something like that. You know, it's playable, it's nothing bad. You know, if you run this on low, I'm fairly certain you can get about 30 FPS or so. But yeah, it's a little bit not that great, but it's in the towns, guys. So it's not like you're gonna be doing any hardcore fighting. And you saw during the fight scenes that the FPS was holding up pretty well. So you're looking at about 21 to 27 FPS in the towns. So this is ROG approved, and this is showing you Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the ROG, and yeah, I hope you enjoy the footage.